Today on Outdoor Oklahoma, we sit down with the Wildlife Department's big game biologist. We'll also look back at last year's Rack Madness event, get important tips for your next outdoor adventure, and even revisit one of our favorite classic segments, right now on Outdoor Oklahoma. Well, hello and welcome to Outdoor Oklahoma. I'm Todd Craighead, and today I'm joined by Dallas Barber, our big game biologist. And Dallas, there's a little bit of a coolness in the air today, and it's got me excited about deer season. Talk to us a little bit about what our harvest has been like the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, the last couple of years we've had really good numbers, over 100,000 deer a year, which is a pretty good average for us here over the last 5 years. The biggest thing that I think people need to know is that our antlerless harvest has really been below our 40 to 45% goal here over the last handful of years.
And that is important for a lot of different reasons, but for just the average hunter, why would that be important to them?
Yeah, so additional antlerless harvest can benefit your deer herd in multiple ways. The first of which would be overall deer health. So as more and more animals kind of pile onto a piece of property, those nutrients that are available to them kind of go down. So if you can thin out some of those deer, some of those antlerless deer in particular, it provides more additional nutrients for your bucks to take advantage of. So that would result in bigger, better, higher quality bucks.
That's great. So it's sometimes hard to think about taking does to increase potential buck size on your property.
Exactly. And it's been taught to us for so long back in the past that does are what grow your deer herd. And while that can be true, we've reached a point in our state where we don't necessarily need to grow our deer herd anymore, but more manage it for what's appropriate for the landscape.
You bet. And what is that appropriate ratio that we're trying to always get?
So it'll really depend on what that landscape is, but as far as buck to doe ratios, if you can get it down to 4 to 1, 3 to 1, I think is a realistic goal to achieve. That 1 to 1 number that you hear a lot of people throw out in a high fence is great, but on a natural landscape, it's probably pretty hard to achieve.
That's right. Well, I'm thinking about deer season 12 months of the year, but it's really on my mind this time of year. And I think about on the land that I hunt, how many, especially like trail cameras, how many does I see compared to every buck. And I realize I've got some responsibility there.
Yeah, and I think you're not alone in that. I get a lot of reports of people seeing a lot of does and not a whole lot of bucks running around their property. It's a great opportunity to, take advantage of that, especially during the times this kind of weird year that we're having with meat shortages and all that kind of stuff going on. So it's a great way to fill your freezer, and it's also an even better way to help manage your deer herd.
Well, for several years now, we've hosted an event called Rack Madness, and it really has brought to attention the quality of deer that Oklahoma has.
Yeah, and I mean it's been a great showcase for us, not only for white-tailed deer but all of our big game species. We're having people bring in mule deer from the Panhandle, elk from all over the state, so it's been really fun to see kind of what our hunters are achieving with some of their management goals on their pieces of property.
Hey, this is Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell here at Rack Madness, and it is madness right here at the Oklahoma Wildlife Department, highlighting the great Oklahoma outdoors in Oklahoma.
We're at ODWC, Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation headquarters in Oklahoma City, just a few blocks south of the Capitol for our 3rd annual Rack Madness, which has become our annual event, more popular than ever this year for folks to bring in animals that they would like to have scored for possible entry in the record book. And of course, White-tailed deer are the talk of the day. A great deal of our department employees are in today to kind of help with the event. We certainly have a number of our certified scorers that are here, and the good thing is we have a fleet of those at Department of Wildlife, so that we're able to set up a bunch of tables and get folks through here pretty rapidly if they come in, bring their animal in, and want to have it officially scored for the record books.
We have some of the best hunting and fishing in the entire country, and we're telling the world about it. It's amazing opportunities right here in the state. Let's get outside. Again, this is economic development. What you're going to see today inside this building, it gets people outdoors. It helps create economic development across our 77 counties. So I can't be more thrilled and proud of what the Oklahoma Wildlife Department is doing to preserve and promote the great outdoors in the state.
This deer right here is actually quite unique. Not only is it a beautiful typical buck, it was killed 60 years ago in southeast Oklahoma, 1960. And for 1960, that was about as big a deer as you would see in the woods, I assume. So, honored to score this one, for sure.
Our newly formed Oklahoma Wildlife Conservation Foundation was generous enough to donate 2 lifetime combo licenses for us to be able to raffle off at this year's Rack Madness.
Okay, Kate, what do we got here? We have 8424644.
I can't believe it.
Is it you? 824464, right here. What are the chances? Is this rigged?
Go Pokes!
What is your name?
Tommy Denton,
Tommy Denton, where are you from?
Southsaw, Oklahoma.
For us, it is really just a big celebration of how awesome and healthy and growing the deer, antelope, elk herd is in the state of Oklahoma. And it's really kind of allows us to harken back to the old days when we had check-in stations as well, where folks can kind of bring their stuff in, do a little bit of bragging, swagger around a little bit, and really show off the animals that they harvested in Oklahoma this past fall.
You know, Dallas, when it comes to deer hunters and deer management in particular, really the elephant in the room is chronic wasting disease, CWD, and hunters want to know how that affects them.
Yeah, I mean, chronic wasting disease is not anything new. This disease has been around since the 60s, kind of originating in Colorado and Wyoming, but we actually had our first case in Oklahoma in a elk facility, so a high-fenced elk facility back in the late 90s. So, you know, since then we've been monitoring for this disease in our wild deer herds and have tested over 12,000 animals since, and have yet to have anything come back as not detected, so being positive for chronic wasting disease. So it's something that we as deer managers take very seriously, but something that, you know, I'm feeling pretty confident in as far as where we're at and how we're handling that disease on our landscape.
Well, I know that you all are very vigilant in trying to monitor this. Like you said, 12,000 different deer that you've tested throughout the whole state. And as far as hunters are concerned, is there anything they need to know specifically coming into this deer season about CWD?
Yeah, so this year we've passed a new regulation regarding carcass imports and transports across the state. And it was really done to you know, reduce the risk of bringing in chronic wasting disease from some of our neighboring states that are already positive in their wild deer herds. So that basically consists of not bringing in any of that spinal column, which is where we have a lot of that high-risk material in the spinal column, and it really pertains to skulls. Skulls need to be cleaned and have all tissue removed from them, once again trying to reduce all the risk we can of bringing chronic wasting disease into our state.
Well, Dallas, thanks for joining me today. I always learn something when I'm with you, and I could probably talk deer hunting all day.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet. You know, whether you're a deer hunter or you're going to be camping this fall or backpacking, being prepared will help you enjoy your day just that much more.
Hi, I've been on a hike today and stopped to give you guys a tip on one of the things I always have with me. And it's called a 10 Essentials Kit. The 10 Essentials Kit is something I bring with me whether I'm hiking, fishing, hunting, or on a multi-day trek out in the backcountry. First thing I'm going to say you always should bring with you is a first aid kit. This is something I bought off the shelf, so make sure you open it up and see what's in it so you know if you need to add or subtract to this before you get out in the woods and put it in your kit. Flashlight's important, big time deal, but also make sure you have extra batteries. A fire starting kit, and inside this fire starting kit I've got some tinder, and I also have regular stick matches and a Bic lighter. This is in case I have to stay the night and stay warm. I have a shelter. I don't always have this with me, but it's good to show you guys, you know, if I'm on a multi-day trek, I want to bring this shelter with me, or I'm in the backcountry, I'll bring this shelter with me, and that's in case I have to stay a night. I can pop a tent up really quick. Food, this is in addition to my trail food. Maybe I packed a trail lunch for the day or something to eat while I'm out fishing or hunting. This is extra in case I'm stuck out in the woods for an extra night or two. Navigation is important. You know, most people have their phone, but your phones can die. And also if you might be in an area you forgot to download the maps of. So having this and an actual hard copy of the map that you're hiking is very important. A rain jacket. This is very important, and this may change up based on the time of the season, so you might also pack a beanie and some gloves. Another important thing to bring is sun protection. This is a wide brim hat. I had this hat on. This is even better because I can keep that sun off the back of my neck. And inside here I also have some sunscreen and some lip balm. You know, it's important to stay from, keep from getting dehydrated. A simple knife. This is in case something ends up breaking. I can fix it. And then, most importantly, would be water. And this is a good tip too, is if you find yourself halfway through with your water on your hike, you're halfway done with your hike. It's time to head back to the car. And then a whistle. This is in case you get lost, you break a leg. Very important for kids to have these whistles on them. A lot of times these hiking backpacks have one built in, but in case they don't, go ahead and buy one off the shelf and then attach it to whatever backpack you're using. So that's the 10 Essentials Kit. I want to encourage everybody to make their own 10 Essentials Kit. Use my recommendations, keep it lightweight and small so you can use it every time you're out hunting, hiking, camping, fishing in outdoor Oklahoma.
Hi, I'm Lance Meek. I'm the Hunter Education Coordinator for the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. I'm here today to talk to you about packing your backpack for deer season. I have two goals when I go out. The first one is safety, of course, and we have some things here to help us with that. My next goal is to harvest a deer. I find that the more time you spend in the woods, the better chance you have of harvesting a deer. So a lot of this stuff has to do with comfort. I like to bring a jacket with me. I don't wear that when I'm walking to my stand, but I do put it on first thing when I get there. So I'm going to put that here in this big middle compartment I have. I bring some other nice stuff to keep me warm. Also bring a warmer orange hat. Sometimes it gets cold out there and this makes a huge difference. I've even been walking through brush before and lost my orange hat. It was really nice to have this handy. That way I can still stay in compliance. Seems like the ground just keeps getting harder and colder every year. So I like to bring something nice to keep me up off the ground and keep me cushioned. A little sitting pad. It took me a long time to convince myself, but these hand warmers really do make a difference. I put these here in the front package here so I can get to them easier. I also get hungry out there. I'll bring myself some snacks to put in here. I put them up here in the front so they're easy to get to. Water bottle. I don't like to drink a lot when I'm out hunting because you have to go to the restroom, but this will help you wash down your snack or just, you know, if you just get a little bit thirsty. I keep this here in this middle pack. I like to keep everything in its own spot. That way I know exactly which zipper to open to get to what I need to get. Finally, keeping myself out in the field, this one's a little controversial. I like to bring a book. Read a page, scan, read a page, scan. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It certainly helps me. I keep that here in the front. Always know where it is. Something that helps me with success, I like to have some shooting sticks. Most backpacks you buy will have a nice little spot right over here that you can put these in. They'll stay in there good while you're hunting. See, you just strap that in right there. I never go without a flashlight. I don't like to walk in the dark, but I often find myself walking out in the dark, or if you happen to harvest a deer right before dark, this is an essential. Always bring this. And of course, keep it where you know exactly where it is by feel in case it's dark. I keep that here in my front pack in a special little pocket. I bring toilet paper, not just for what you're thinking, but it's also nice in case you have a deer down, you need to go get help or something like that, and you need to be able to find your deer easily. Put a couple of pieces up in a tree. You'll see it from a long way off. Of course, make sure you pick your trash up. The landowner or WMA manager does not want to pick your trash up for you. I keep that here in the middle pack. I keep a grunt tube. I'm really convinced that these work. Okay, waiting in the field has actually paid off and we have harvested a deer. It's time to get that thing field dressed and ready to pack out. First thing you do when you get to your deer is you need to tag it. I bring a Sharpie with some duct tape wrapped around it. You can put enough duct tape on here for several deers. You peel this duct tape off, wrap it around the deer's leg or antler, write your information on there. Our other tools, I like to keep these all in a spot back here in the back. I have a special little spot. That way, when I'm ready, I just reach down there, get everything I need. Hand wipes are always nice. However, I don't need hand wipes a whole lot because I will bring myself a Ziploc with some rubber gloves in them. I'll usually put about 4 in there because you'll usually cut one or break one when you're getting your deer ready. So I just keep that in there. One final thing, since when you're wearing your backpack, it's hard to see your orange vest from the back. I like to be a little bit extra safe, so I'll just thread that through here. Get you good, nice and visible. Everybody can see that. Preparation is one of the most important things you can do to have success when you're out there hunting. So get yourself prepared and good luck.
Well, I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks because even I picked up on a couple tips of things that I need to make sure I put in my pack this year. This year marks our 45th anniversary of continuous programming of Outdoor Oklahoma. And to celebrate the occasion, we're going to be revisiting some of our favorite segments over the decades. One we're going to close with today features a former retired producer, Neil Keyes. Now, when I first started working at the department many years ago, Neil quickly became one of my favorite people and my biggest mentors. I know you're going to enjoy this. For all of us at your wildlife department, I'm Todd Craighead, and we'll see you right back here next time on Outdoor Oklahoma.
My mind sometimes wanders. I daydream. But I always find it most fascinating, the thoughts, the questions that come to mind when I'm hunting. Perhaps when I'm hunting, I find myself so much freer, so much more relaxed. No phones, no deadlines, no bosses. Yeah, it's great. Free to do and think whatever I want. It's so beautiful out here. air is so fresh and clear, the landscapes, the rocks, so unique and interesting, these hidden away places. I sometimes feel the explorer. Kind of makes tingles run up my back to think I might be the first to trod this place. But surely that can't be. Man has been here for thousands of years. Yeah, I just wish I could travel my mind back in time. Who was here before me? What was he like? How did he hunt? His tools. Everything he used he must have made by hand. Yeah, he was truly part of nature. Sometimes I can actually feel their presence, their spirit. I wonder. This has to be a good area. 2 different trails converge from the west, another from the north. Plenty of deer tracks. Yeah, looks good. Where to get though? There's got to be a straight tree in here somewhere. I sometimes wonder, hunting from trees, a relatively new technique in my lifetime. Man, it is effective. Puts the hunter above the deer's line of sight and reduces chances of being scented. Amazing about wild game, how refined their senses are compared to ours. When you hunt long enough, it becomes almost a miracle to get one close enough for a shot. Early man no doubt figured out ways to overcome their protective senses. Wonder if he ever hunted from trees. His knowledge of woods lore and stalking wild game must have been phenomenal. Well, doesn't appear like any deer coming by this morning. Time for a practice shot. Got to keep in tune. I wonder if the ancient hunters practiced much. Yeah, probably did. What's this? An arrowhead. Wow, it's beautiful. It's interesting how we sometimes get sidetracked in our approach to hunting. We get so wrapped up in technology, thinking we've got to have the fastest bow, the finest arrows, or the latest bow sight, that we tend to lose the true essence of hunting. To bow hunt in the first place is to bring about certain limitations, to create a challenge, to develop a scenario demanding skill, patience, and a better understanding of the quarry. By limiting ourselves and staying within these capabilities, only then can we truly begin to appreciate a deeper, more meaningful picture of the soulful enrichment that hunting can provide. It then becomes a positive mental state so keen that no matter how primitive the tools, the human being finds a way to succeed. Success in hunting can be rather evasive. It's not always measurable in terms of game brought to bag. More often, it's the thrill of sighting game, a close chance, or just being there. The high level of excitement and anticipation experienced during a close attempt is the energy that makes us thrive and continue to try again. The ancient hunter must have felt the same upliftment. His tools to him were the finest he could fashion, but more importantly, his hunting skills were honed beyond our imagination. His virtues, patience, will, and creativity. Every new hunt kindles memories of past hunts, hunts with sons, friends, brothers, and hunts with Dad, each a very special event, an honored memory unto itself. Like building blocks, they fit together, creating a growing endowment, forming a unifying heritage. A heritage spawned from times beyond memory to when ancient man roamed the land. He was here, I feel it. It's like sensing a special bond with all of mankind, a bond encompassed within a seemingly endless span of time. But in reality, time is so short. It's imperative to cherish and be thankful for every moment in the natural world. I do dream of hunts to come, but in all this I do wonder. Earlier man has left behind only a scattering of chipped rock and an occasional work of primitive art to mark his passing. It's not without mixed concern I wonder, what will we leave behind?